Today we are going to be talking about changing the world. And I wanted to tell you a story. When Gautama Buddha was born, he was born Prince Siddhartha. And the wise men of his time said to his father, "This child is going to change the world. He's going to be either a mighty king or he's going to be a spiritual leader, a great spiritual leader." And so his father did everything he could so that he could become a king. He kept him in the palace with the most wonderful food and entertainment and luxury, and he was surrounded with everything anyone could ever want. And one day he left the palace and he realized that he had to look for God to help people overcome sin and disease and death. And that is how the story of Buddha began. Now, when Jesus was with us, everyone wanted him to change the world and become the mighty king of Israel. And he said to them, "My kingdom is not of this world." And I wanted to tell you an interesting story about my life too, because when I was a baby, my father tells me, a little baby in a stroller, one of those strollers that is like a crib, an infant stroller, my parents came across an old gypsy woman, and she looked at me and she said, "Your child is going to change the world." And so my dad thought I was supposed to be a lawyer and then a politician, and then I studied international relations and all kinds of things of this world. But it was only when I found the teachings of the Ascended Masters that I knew this was how to change the world. Now, I didn't remember that story, of course, but my father did. And just like through the teachings I have learned how I can change the world, so you can change the world, so we can all change the world. And this is what leads me into my final video of this series. Good evening, my friends. Welcome to Mare. And today, instead of focusing on the heaven world, we're going to focus on our beloved planet Earth. Did you know that Earth is alive? That this beautiful planet was created by great beings of light called Elohim. We can call to them Elohim, Elohim, Elohim. And they created the earth with all of these elementals who are the nature spirits of the nature kingdom. And it is so important for us to love our earth with all our hearts. We know there are etheric cities and retreats on the etheric plane, which is the heaven world, that are on our planet
in a higher frequency over the oceans of the world and in special places like the Himalayas or the Grand Tetons and so many other places that you can find out about at ethericretreats.com. But there are also so many beautiful places, and the nature kingdom has tried so hard to give us a beautiful planet to live on. And so what can we do to help our planet? The most important thing we can do is to stop war, to pray with all our hearts for the stopping of war. The next most important thing we can do is to invoke the violet flame, which is the flame of God's forgiveness and freedom and transmutation. We can see the entire world enveloped in violet flame as we give the mantra. Earth is a being of violet fire. Earth is the purity God desires. And we can also be very careful when we go outside and play and do things, that we don't litter. We don't want to litter. Do you know what it's like when there's pollution for the elementals in the air and in the seas and on land? And even with the burning of things that are not good. Because we have elementals of fire and air and water and earth, and they do the best they can to help us to keep our planet clean and even pristine in some places. The other thing I wanted to tell you about the planet is how important it is to watch out what kind of music we're listening to. When you're listening to rock music and rap music and heavy metal and various things that are just very coarse, it actually hurts the planet. It actually hurts even the fish and the air and the plants and fish and animals and the elemental essence of the planet, and even your own body that is made of water and the water crystals within the water of your body, like peaceful, harmonious, beautiful music. So a lot of these things that are out there as popular music are actually not good for the planet. Beloved Mighty I Am Presence and beloved Saint Germain, you take command of this entire situation. I shall not be moved. A long time ago, we were told that Earth was actually crystalline. And it is God's intention for Earth to become a golden age again, where we live and walk and talk with masters and angels, just like in the etheric plane of the heaven world. So it's important to appreciate our beautiful sunshine and to love our planet and to love our elementals, like I love my bhikkhu and he loves me, and to give the violet flame, and to stop littering, and to pray for no more war, and to do those things that help our planet to heal. Remember, just like the sun changes the world every morning when we have a beautiful sunrise, so we can bring the sun of our I Am presence and our spoken word and our heart flame and change the world.
I am presence free, all elementals, the great, the small. I am presence, delivering protection to all.
And now, let's look after our planet together with great love and gratitude for God and God's gift to us, which is our beautiful blue home. God bless you. Namaste.